What you're looking at is a small gum tree, and in this video we are going to learn about small gum trees on how to plant them. One of these days I came across pictures, and these pictures were pictures of celebration. That's picture number one. There was an organization that went to a small rural place in Zimbabwe to commemorate one of the villagers who had successfully planted the gumpos. So what I then need to do was to drive so that I can meet the man behind the project for gum trees. What he explained to me was that they were given a task as the community to plant gumpos. So one villager was given a task, another villager a task, another villager a task. And at the end of this task, he was the one who had done it successfully. And we're going to find out what is it that he did differently and learn some of the notes that he can give us in terms of planting gum trees. According to the men, they planted about almost 2,000 plants of gum trees, and this task was given to different community members, and they were provided with the seed and the chemicals and the training as well on how to handle the production and the planting. So I had to take an exercise as well so that I can learn how they water these gumpos. So one of the things that they use is they use water, and they use containers and buckets. And in order to get the water to the roots, what they did, they took a plastic bottle container, a plastic container that they had to cut and then dig a small hole next to the plant. And when they are watering the plant, they pour water into the plastic bottle so that the water gets onto the plants, onto the roots actually. This was an amazing technique that I had to learn as well on this day. I didn't know about it. There is the plastic bottle that they would have cut, and then they pour water using that small hole. We ran out of water. I had to water a couple of plants. We ran out of water, and I had to jump on a scotch cut. I must say, I haven't done this in a long time. I last did this when I was very young, when I visited one of the rural homes in Zimbabwe. But I must say, it has been an exciting day for me to spend time with his team and learning about what they do. So we had to go and fetch water just a few minutes to the river. We had to laugh a little bit because his team was asking questions about why am I taking pictures, and I was explaining. But one of the fascinating things is that they realized how an amateur I was in terms of riding a scotch cut. But well, I had to enjoy the moment and make sure that I learn as well as they teach me.
Yeah, 1 week kala two. Yeah, this much hapa.
We managed to get to the river, and it was just after a few minutes of getting there. I also had to take time to fetch water from the river as well. And back in the day when I was young, I could have been swimming in that river. So one of the things that I've learned there is that the idea of persistence when it comes to making sure that something works, because the villagers have got access to that water, but only one man stood the ground and make sure that he makes use of the water available to him. And one of the laughing moments was that I couldn't like fill out the bucket to the top, and they were actually laughing at me. I then had to explain to them that Rome was not built in one day. One step at a time, we will eventually get there. Now that we are done with the process, I was just wondering what mechanism do they use so that the water doesn't fail. So what they use sack, and then they cover the top, and then they tie the top with a string and with a rope actually. And we managed also to get green bananas, because when on our way there they showed us a small plantation that they have for bananas, and they had to take some for me that I had to take home. And yeah, we had to head back to the village so that we can continue watering the gum trees. This is a story that I'll forever cherish in terms of persistence and being patient and using the resources that you have in order to make it. I'm gonna go ahead and find out how the project is going, and during this time again I've spent a good amount of time trying to learn what sort of profits can one make from gum pose, and what is the market like, and what does it take in order for anyone to start such projects, especially even if they have a small rural home. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and see you on more of my videos. Bye for now.